Did I tell you about the airport that we lost? We were here on Thursday. Who was here on Thursday for Bible study? And I was telling prophetess how I lost my AirPods. And I took my friend out, a friend, Amaka, who came. And we went to so many shops. And I lost the AirPods. I had no idea. And it pained me. Why it really hurt me was because before we left, I don't take that AirPod out of the house. It's not too expensive, but it's expensive for me. So I don't take it out. I told Josh, I told you. And Josh made fun of me for, for losing the AirPods. Not your choice of word. And we had a laugh about it. But I felt bad that I'd lost those AirPods. No idea where they were. And we had prayer meeting here and we prayed and I got home and I really felt bad. And I opened my app and I wanted to order another one. And I felt bad. And I told the Lord, I said, yes, I know, because when I was leaving the house, to be honest, the Holy Spirit asked me, do you need your AirPods? And honestly, I don't need it, because I was going out with somebody who would be talking. I wouldn't listen to the AirPods. But I felt, if I take the big one, when I don't wear my head warmer, the big one doesn't fit very well, and then it's hot. If I wear the head warmer, I was just, giving myself the reasons why I should take the smaller one. So I took the smaller one, and it got lost. And I wouldn't say God is punishing me and all of that. No, because he's my Father. So I told him and I prayed a simple prayer and I said, Lord, I can order another one, but I don't want to order another one. There's a lot of pressure on my finances now, and 65 pounds is a lot for me. So Lord, please help me find it. And then I remembered that Zipporah also lost her Beats by Dre, and she prayed and she went and she found it. And I was like, Lord, if you help my daughter, and I'm her father, and that's my daughter, and I'm teaching her about faith, and we could pray, and you restored Beats by Day, it was 250 pounds, Lord, this is 65 pounds. You just make it happen. And it seemed silly, but I was serious, and I prayed, I said, help me. And so on Friday, I went to London. I went to the embassy, and I was to go with Zipporah. And Zipporah didn't wait for me, and Zipporah left, and I was running, and there was the bus, and I nearly missed the bus. So I jump into, the bus, and I'm telling Zipporah, why did you leave without me and all of that? But there was no space to sit beside her, so I sit a couple of seats down. We get to the city center, and typical of my daughter, who just does what she does, she didn't say goodbye. She just left. And so I was to turn right towards Maidstone East. She went left towards Bus 101 stand. And I was upset. So I went and I turned. And I went after and I said, why do you always do this? You can't even say goodbye to your dad. Where are you going there? You're so much in a hurry. And I was following her and she's walking and saying, okay, daddy, okay, bye-bye. And I was so upset and I stood. And I walked out and I was like, what am I going to do to this child? And a guy was driving past and he stopped. And then he's talking to me and I can't really see, I'm not wearing the right. And I walk up to him and he says, did you come to the store with your wife yesterday? And I said, I came to your store, but I wasn't with my wife. And he says, wait. And he parks his car. And he takes me to a store that is closed. And he unlocks the store and opens the doors. And he gives me my ear. And I'm looking at my AirPods. My eyes tear up. I'm like, God, who am I that you're mindful of? If Zipporah was not in that bus, I'd go straight to the train station. If Zipporah did not do what she did, I had no need to turn left, I would turn right. I had already given up. He hears us, even in little things. He hears us.